This is the Philip Morris branch of the Whitney Museum, the last of its kind in the city. After the stock market collapsed 7 years ago, corporate support for the arts dried up, forcing the Whitney's two other Manhattan branches to close.
It wasn't a happy event when we had to lay off employees who worked at those branches and when we had to lose the level and range of programs that we were able to provide to the public.
Like other arts institutions in the city, museums have suffered cutbacks in financial contributions, from government grants to private foundations. As a result, museums like the Whitney must come up with creative alternatives in order to survive.
We have to take responsibility for our own financial futures by working appropriately with what's given us. That isn't to say that we should go out and sell what we own or so inappropriately exploit our resources. But there are ways of using what we have, sharing our resources, and having that help pay the bills.
One way the Whitney's keeping afloat is by loaning some of its art to the San Jose Museum in California in return for cash. And like many museums today, the Whitney also has its own museum shop. But the Alternative Museum in Soho thinks opening such a shop smacks of commercialism.
We don't want to jeopardize or exchange exhibition space for commercial space. That's one trade-off that we haven't made.
Instead, the Alternative Museum depends partly on contributions from the artists it exhibits, and this in turn allows it to show work often unwelcome in more established venues, like this pyramid of hair.
Oh, I collected it for a couple months in San Francisco. It's everybody's haircut in San Francisco for about 2 months last winter.
By exhibiting experimental artwork, the Alternative Museum takes a risk. But this is, in fact, its mission, to display young, under-known artists who are ignored by the establishment. At a time when the art world's retrenching, the spaces that remain are crucial if new art is to be seen by the public. For WNYC's Cultural Minute, I'm Jenny Attia.